Hey, Brandon, I was wondering where the bathroom was. Can you point the way where it is? Oh, wow, you got two bathrooms in it?
Oh,
Oh, it's over there now. All right, so
yeah.
is it not over there anymore?
No.
All right, because I thought it was over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
feel like Mac Jones today. Like I can do anything.
I'm Mac Jones too. Oh, baby. We here.
Steer.
In the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Schmerna. That's Brandon Schmerna. And this is G Shmee S. There it is. Got it. Brandon.
Yes.
Thursday night football good?
Woo. Thursday night football, very good. Maybe top 3 game of the year so far. It had it all. Did the world fall in love with Mac Jones last night?
Dude,
Does the world want to boink Mac Jones this morning?
I think everybody on planet Earth loves Mac Jones this morning, except Bill Belichick, who still doesn't like Mac Jones.
Yeah, I was thinking about that last night, watching like his post-game press conference.
Yeah.
So he shows up to the game in that fucking suit, the two-face suit, right? And I think it was Barstool who tweeted it, and their main account doesn't have very many good tweets in terms of like a solid caption. But I think it said Mac Jones is either going to die a hero or live long enough to see himself become the villain. I was like,
he died a hero. Because you know what? Listen, I don't know how Mac Jones is feeling this morning because, oh boy, he got his ass beat last night. But so much respect for the man.
And after the game, he was in good spirits.
Yeah.
And do you remember when the Patriots drafted him? And I think it was like his opening press conference, and he was like lighthearted. He was excited to be there. He was having fun. And it was like 1 week later, the press conference, he was just like, yeah, no, we got to keep practicing. The real Mac Jones is back because he was joking around with him. He was laughing. He was talking about not knowing what being an underdog really meant because Kyle Shanahan said, hey, we're underdogs. They moved us to even bigger underdogs. So like go out there and let's let it rip. And I was like, oh yeah, that was Mac Jones before the Patriots tried to kill him. And then I had this thought about Bill Belichick. I think about it a lot, Tom. I was like, Bill Belichick is the type of coach who believes you can succeed in the NFL because of him. Kyle Shanahan, other good coaches, they're the type of coaches who believe you can succeed in the NFL because they're going to help you get the best out of yourself as a player. Sure. And I was like, I think that's a pretty good observation. Belichick is an asshole. Everybody else is cool.
Yeah. Hey, NPR, happy freaking fracking birthday. Yeah, okay. I mean, talking about that game last night, there is a few things that really stood out to me. And I've been praising the 49ers, right, in power rankings. Like, they've been my honorable mention, like, for the past few weeks. But I haven't put them in the top 10 because after the Nick Bosa injury, I was like, okay, this worries me for their future. And their defense has been consistent. And then this past Sunday, like, their O-line did not look great. And it was like, all right, well, now going on a short week, going up against a division rival in the Rams who have a good pass rush. I think besides Mac Jones, that was one of the most surprising things is that 49ers offensive line, you know, he got beat up in that game as that game went along. But for the most part, like they did a pretty nice job. they were able to score efficiently. They scored on their opening drive. They were moving down the field. And yeah, it was an impressive win if you're a 49ers fan.
Yeah. Big balls by Mac Jones, because most of the shots he was taking, Tom, it was like right after he threw the ball, right?
Correct.
So it wasn't like he was taking a bunch of sacks.
Correct.
Or, sometimes you'll see quarterbacks like really trying to extend plays, and then they're like, he saw the guys coming and he just got rid of the ball and he took blast. It was mostly Jared Verse and I think Byron Young just beating the piss out of him. Yeah. Like there's a shot towards the end of the game where like Jones is like pulling up his pants. His like butt pad was like flipped out.
He's throwing up.
He could barely, his knees all jacked up. He was down after one play, just holding it. We're like, oh God, he's done. He's coming out of the game. But he went back in there. He literally dry heaved on the way to the sideline. And he was efficient. The Niners jumped out to a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, dude.
So, and I'm gonna be honest, because and Sanford, outside of the line, you mentioned everybody was hurt for the Niners.
Oh yeah,
multiple receivers out of that game. No Jennings, no Ricky Pearsall. I'm like, damn, Mac Jones has got to go in there, and he's got to throw to a bunch of Mac Jones. And I forgot that the game was on. I forgot the game was on. I remembered it was like 5:50. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to turn the game on in a little bit. When you have a kid, you can get sidetracked pretty easily. We're getting ready I'm helping Carm get ready for bath time. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a football game on. And then I turned it on. I'm like, oh shit, the Niners are up 14-0. Then I open up Twitter. I'm like, oh God, Mac Jones has been playing great. And then I watched the rest of the game. But if you're a Niners fan, if you're looking at San Francisco and you're comparing them to, say, the Ravens right now, I think you're seeing the difference between what a coach who I would just say Kyle Shanahan is coaching much better than John Harbaugh right now. He's having his team far more prepared with the same amount of injury excuses behind him every week. So
it's so funny because one, Ravens fans will agree. And then it's funny because 49ers fans over the past few years, they've looked at Shanahan. I mean, we've been on this show, and some 49ers fans are like, have we hit the ceiling with Shanahan? But like in these situations, right? Like this is why he's a good coach. And I think it's proven there, especially when you have a ton of guys out. And, we're going to talk about the 49ers a bit. I do want to talk about the Rams because holy God, man, you talk about chances to win this football game. Like there are 3 distinct opportunities that they have to win this football game, and they couldn't get it done. We'll talk about that. But for the 49ers, I'm talking about them being contenders, within the NFC West, there are a bunch of teams that, they have pretty solid records. They have the easiest schedule, right, on paper. That was the big thing coming into this year. And if they're, I know Bosa's going to be out, but if they're going to be able to get healthy as the season goes along, they get guys like Kittle back, Ayuk eventually, right, Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall, actually having a guy to throw the ball to besides Kendrick Bourne, then, oh man, this could get fun. But the question I have for you, and I'm not even trying to start a little something here, is I almost mentioned this during every fans because Brock Purdy didn't look great on this past Sunday, but I gave a lot of flack to the offensive line that he didn't have a lot of time. It was tough. All that being said, after Mac Jones's performance, is it okay? Like we're really going to wait for Brock Purdy to get healthy, even though now we might have to wait for Mac Jones to get healthy. Are you looking at that going, interesting, even though you just gave Brock Purdy a whole bunch of money? Just asking. Trying to stir up any controversy.
Yeah.
But he looked good. He's been able to win them games.
Yeah. No, and Jones has been good. This is his 3rd win, right? For the Niners, yeah. Mac McCorkle. No, I'm not worried. I think also Brock, he re-aggravated his foot in that game. He probably should have just sat. I think the mistake was just playing Purdy before his foot is actually healed. Yeah. Healed. I
got you.
I think the thing that's interesting is it's not just that Mac Jones played well and that they got a win over a very good team, a division rival. It's how Mac Jones did it. He did everything you want from a quarterback in terms of like he made some incredible throws. He got rid of the ball quickly and efficiently, which you want in a Shanahan offense. He did it without his best help on the field. There's like Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings, George Kittle, one day Brandon Ayuk. That's like 4 of your starters. You'll get back at one point. So you're like, well,
what could receivers out?
What could Mac Jones do with some of those guys out there? Given Christian McCaffrey, I think probably his performance lost a little bit because he helped keep that offensive line.
That engine going, man.
But when you see a quarterback who is visibly injured or hurt and just playing through it, just giving you a gutsy performance, it is, no matter who that guy is, it is hard to not gravitate towards that player. And it was like Mac Jones did everything right. That said, the Niners were still lucky to get the victory because and not lucky. I don't want to say lucky. Actually,
you don't want to. I get you.
The Kyren Williams fumble at the 2-yard line was just an incredible play by San Francisco, by their defensive line, by a rookie. That's a freaking rookie. Alfred Collins punching the ball out there. It wasn't that Kyren Williams was completely like loose with the ball. That's just a dude making an incredible play.
Because he had it with 2 hands, and then he switches to one, and then you just see
and the ball. Like that's a 2-for-1 special by Collins. Let's just say that's an incredible play. And then 4th and short, McVay dials up a run for some reason, and the Niners D stuffs them again. Earlier in the game, Blake Corum fumbles a pitch. I don't think Blake Corum's ever going to get out of Shanahan's doghouse. And Kyren Williams also dropped a pass. I think it was in the 3rd quarter.
But the other thing is, yet again, the Rams have another kick blocked.
And that. And a missed field goal.
The blocked extra point changes the entire game because now it's so. Yeah, I predicted the future yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't have an OT button on. I set up the stream deck, right? I don't have an OT button because I just have quarter number 4. So I had it set. I changed it this past Sunday after the Packers and Cowboys went to OT. So I hit quarter 4 and it went to OT at the end of the 3rd. And I was like, oh, sorry, that's wrong. I was like, unless you're going to have he's going to miss the extra point after he scores a touchdown. We're going into overtime. Well, so, but there, so you have the blocked extra point, which the Rams, man, holy crap, they're having a whole lot of kicks that are blocked. And on top of that, the Rams did the same exact thing that the Cardinals did last week.
Yeah.
Because the kick was before the 20, and so the 49ers got to start at the 40. And they had an opportunity, obviously, at the end of that game. And we were talking about this in the chat. You like the decision from Sean McVay, because they could have just tied that ball game. And we could have had our second tie this week, or who knows what the 49ers would have done. But to have that be your play call, and that's after like multiple timeouts, you're getting ready, and you're just running it up the middle, and you already had Kyren Williams have some issues in this game. I think that's the question mark for me of just, I don't understand the play call.
Yeah,
that one's a little
play call. Stafford was dealing. Like Stafford, Mac Jones played very good, but Stafford was also incredible. Like
he was good.
He couldn't do any wrong, basically, after those first couple drives where he got sacked. They couldn't stay on the field in the first half. And that was really why the 49ers were able to hold on to a lead there. But in that situation, with a veteran like Stafford, with a guy who can put the ball anywhere, I'm just trusting Stafford to throw the ball in that situation. And it's why and Stafford's never been great at running quarterback sneaks, and that's why they don't do it there. But I think you have to have a short yardage sneak tush push, or you put your tight end under center. And because in that short of situation, when you're handing it off there, yes, you should be able to hand off and pick up that half yard or whatever, but you're giving that defensive front just enough time to get that push. And even if you don't get a great push, if you've got a player right there who can just fall forward and find the crevice to get there, you're going to pick it up 80+% of the time, 90% of the time. Like Tom Brady was great at it. Rams don't have that option.
No.
And I am usually like, hand it off, get it into your back's hands or whatever. In that situation, there's a few guys I trust more with the ball to throw it, and Stafford's one of them.
You trust Stafford, but it's also because their DB made the play, right? Because like they stopped him at the line, and the DB comes in and kind of makes the tackle. I feel like for all the credit we give Sean McVay, and like he's a good coach, right? Like I don't think there's any doubt about that. This is just one of those games where it is going to be the most lingering what if. And at the very end, to make that decision to go for it, I'm not knocking that at all because you want to go for the win. It's a hard-fought game, right? Yeah. It's just that play call for all the ingenuity that McVay brings to this offense. That's where it's kind of like, okay, that in your most important play of the game, because this is deciding if you win or lose. Yeah, that one, not so great. But
yeah, and
for the Rams, sorry, good.
I'm sick of those dirty. They're called the knuckleball kicks. They're calling it a dirty ball kick. I'm sick of that bullshit.
It backfired on him.
In that situation, just kick it deep. Kick it to the 2-yard line. Kick it at that point. Just kick it into the end zone.
It's not.
You are better off letting them do a touchback, go into the. It's only 5 yards. To 35 is better than the 40 though. So just try and kick it between the 5 and the goal line. And stop with the dirty ball, the knuckleball, because I feel like there's a lot more that can go wrong on that kick than possibly kicking it a little too far for a touchback.
And it's situational, right? Because like if you're talking about like starting, because it's been working, right? Like it has been giving some teams fits returning those knuckleballs. But when the game is on the line and you're like, okay, like we just need to pin them deep, you just pin them deep and call it a day, right? And I think for the there you go. Got all the bananas.
Secret to his success, eating bananas, baby.
11 bananas.
Look at him.
That's a lot of bananas. Hey, listen, whatever works. For the Rams, though, like it's also one of those things where they've had a couple of these heartbreaking losses now. And on Thursday, like last night, you go, okay, there's a bunch of plays that you can point to. You have, of course, the Eagles game. That's a blocked field goal. That could have been a game winner. Where are you on the Rams? Because I do feel like they are a good team. I think the most disappointing thing for me was their pass rush last night. Like, again, like they were hitting Mac Jones as he was throwing that ball, but I thought that they would be getting a lot more pressure, a lot more sacks.
Yeah.
And that kind of fell a little flat last night.
I think they got enough pressure. I think Jones just mitigated it well. And he started getting rid of the ball even more quickly after his knee or calf or leg was aggravated. They showed a stat in the game. He was getting it after that knee issue. He was getting rid of the ball like 0.2 of a second faster.
He was going quick.
So I credit the 49ers for playing a really good game. I credit Robert Saleh for getting more out of the defense than they got last week. For the Rams, and I said this on Clickbait yesterday, I said if the Rams lose this game, I will never predict them. I will not be high on them for the rest of the season. I'm not going to put them in power rank. I said something like that. Something that, I instantly regretted because it sucks that the Rams lost this game the way they lost this game.
Sure.
But I still think overall they're a better team. And when they needed plays from Stafford, he made them. He got the ball to Tutu Atwell. Huge throw to Tutu Atwell. I think that was to take the game into OT. San Francisco did a nice job on Nakua, but Stafford still found him when needed. Nakua's got 50 receptions through over 50 now through 5 games, which is ridiculous.
He's so good.
I'm impressed with the Rams still outside of the couple mistakes. And even going to the Eagles game, for them to lose that game, they needed a kick to be blocked and returned for a touchdown.
Sure.
I think they have an issue, possibly a kicker. They missed one in addition to having that thing blocked, and then the gaff in overtime. So you're looking at like 5 mistakes that they made.
Yeah, you have the fumbles from Williams. You have the fumble from Corum. You have there's so many things.
I don't think they'll do that every week, right? Like,
no,
it stacked up at the wrong moments for them in this one. And
it's a divisional game, right? Like this is why it's always which by the way, Scooter,
you son of a bitch.
Like I don't know what I don't know what's going on right now on Thursdays, but things are aligning for him right now.
He has been a little too accurate. Usually he plays devil advocate and it blows up in his face. This year he's done it and it's been like, oh, fuck, Scooter was right again.
And it just seems like the Rams are a good football team. It's just one too many mistakes. And again, the one thing that's been really consistent for the 49ers is that defense. And look at the plays that defense made, right? Whether you're talking about their special teams and blocking that extra point, or it's 4th and 1, or punching out that ball on the 1 yard line. Yeah. So I think they're great. It's just 49ers, it's a hell of a gutsy win. And good God, Mac Jones deserves 10 days off because freaking phenomenal, man. Like that is such a gutsy game for him. Because when he was walking off to the sideline a couple times, it was like, all right, like we bringing in Martinez, like what are we doing? And he comes back out. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good game. It had a little bit of everything. Good storylines, good play, went into overtime. Like that's what the NFL wants, and they got it on Thursday night.
He doesn't want to rub the salt in the wound for the Bengals.
The new winner for Denver. What does that mean?
Did you not do a Denver recap for Monday?
Oh, no.
Perna's like, no, I did not.
Monday night football is basically the biggest middle finger to my schedule when the Broncos play there.
It's very fair.
Because I did your stupid ass tie. Then we did winners and losers, which was 36 minutes this week. And you got power rankings. I put the Broncos in winners and losers. I did a Broncos post game. So that one just, I was like, I can't. There's nowhere to put it this week.
Hey, you did the drunk post game. A little buzz.
Yes, I said did a little post game there.
A little buzz, little buzz game. Good game, though. Again, shout out to the 49ers. Shout out to Mac Jones. Tough loss. That's a tough loss for the Rams.
Speaking of the Broncos, though, Tom.
Pero Bo Nix is especial con great play.
That's my guy. That's my back. J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins doing that.
Pero Bo Nix.
Reggaeton y dembow y bachata. Así que me gusta mucho que Bad Bunny, a.k.a. Bonito. El Bonito. El conejo malo.
Oh my God! How do you not love that man?
I love J.K. Dobbins, man. He's just so.
He's
awesome.
the best.
Also, he's got that R roll.
Pero bonito. I love you, J.K. Dobbins.
But that's what makes it better too, right? It's not like super fluid, but it makes it even better.
It's just enough. It's like, yeah, baby.
Yeah. It's a bad bonito.
Bonix.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because he's getting asked about Bad Bunny.
Especial. It's that scene in Inglourious Bastards where Brad Pitt starts speaking Italian. He's like, Buongiorno. It's so great. It's phenomenal. Yeah, Bad Bonito is good. That you need to, that's
Bad Bonito.
All right. Power rankings, and then we'll get into some
games.
Which, man, me placing the Rams did not age well on Friday.
Hey, we both had them at 4, Tom. So
we both. You know what? I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah.
All right, you put the Lions all the way at number 1.
They're the best.
All right.
They're the best team right now, despite that week 1 loss.
All right, so our 4 is not.
You know what else I was thinking, Tom?
You tell me.
I was thinking, if you're an NFL fan, honestly, the worst way to start a season is winning the first 2 games and then not winning the next 2 games. And winning the first 2 games in ways that get you just so jacked for the rest of the season, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking about Packers fans. I was like, man, everything looked like it was working for the first 2 weeks. And the first month of football, every team's, they're figuring some shit out, right? It's not I'm not saying the Packers are doomed. I'm just saying expectations 2-0, defense looks great. And then to drop the next, like you almost want to start 1-1 just to have some reality slap you in the face a little bit.
Sure.
And then the way those next 2 weeks played out, I'm like, the teams that start 2-0 and then lose 2, that's tricky. That's tough. Overall, I sympathize with you, is what I said.
Okay. So this is something I have learned over the years, right? When you apply Perna's own logic to his power, it's just
the Lions have found incredible ways to win 3 weeks in a row, and it's by beating the ever-living piss out of their opponent.
Yeah.
I have the Eagles at 2. Okay, to be fair, the Eagles are a team that finds ways to win, and they have 2.
You got the Steelers all the way at 5, huh?
Yeah, I put the Steelers at 5.
That's a lot.
You don't even have them on there.
No, I got him an honorable mention, I think.
Yeah, it's their defense has been jacked the last 2 weeks.
They showed up this past week, which I was very happy about.
2 weeks now. Once is a fluke. 2 weeks in a row, that's a trend.
Yeah. All right, so you got the Colts up there at 6 still. You got the okay. Honestly, like we're not super far apart here.
Yeah. Well, the Seahawks got cursed, so we'll see what happens to them.
Chargers, I think, is the biggest difference. And I understand why you put them at 12. You know, losing to the Giants is not a great look.
Yeah, they fucking suck. That's why, Tom.
Losing Joe Alt is pretty tough.
They chargered. They did the thing. They did it.
Yep.
Yeah, Alt for a few weeks.
Lose to the Giants? Let's go. Now. Let's go, Archer. Let's go.
Masters in data science.
Let's go.
Sucks.
Ain't got that job offer.
Dude, no. That's going to be taken away by AI very soon. So,
Falcons. Why don't you ask Falcons fans how they feel about how about you ask the Atlanta Falcons how they feel about the Falcons? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea who the Falcons are right now because the Panthers are a bad football team. Someone just mentioned that literally like they're canceling a podcast because the Panthers are so bad. They're horrendous. And they didn't just beat the Falcons. They shut them out. And again, what do we always say? Divisional games. You never know. But that one, you scratch your head and go,
shutouts are weird.
I don't know about that one.
A shutout's an anomaly for the Panthers.
Yeah.
I said we're going to look back at that moment and be like, how on earth? I wish I was AI. How on earth did the Panthers shut out the Falcons? And yeah, we're working on a video for like the worst teams in the league. And I saw that podcast thing. I think that's the most damning metric there is, Tom.
Can you pull that up real quick?
Yes. Did I like it? Like you can be losing the turnover differential. You could have the most sacks in the league, the worst EPA. But when podcasters start giving up on you, team-specific podcasters,
that's tough.
You lost the war, Tom.
It's over.
War.
And you go, that's also why I had the Chargers still up. Because Hampton had that breakout game, you're like, okay, maybe.
All right, hold on. It's in my script. Let me get the link.
So,
where's this?
They are. There is not a data center on Earth that could power Brandon Perna. He would need multiple.
Yes.
You need to take all the water. You need to raise all your electric bills. So, yeah.
The least efficient data center on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
My brain.
70 million on IR. It's just, but okay. So this has been a common point too, because like it's for the 49ers
and Meow Mix.
It's 49ers and the Ravens. Like they are just perennially like injured teams. And good God, look at the freaking 49ers from last year alone. But
yeah.
Well,
there's Meow Mix. They said we can't justify spending time away from our family because basically the Panthers suck.
Okay, yeah. So hold on. Can we pull it? Let me put this down for 2 seconds. Hold on, Spencer. I'll go back to this. All right. So indefinite hiatus, right? I've enjoyed all that great stuff. Be watching film, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The last 3 seasons in particular. Oh, no, I was gonna read.
You were
podcast listeners.
Taking so long.
Last 3 seasons in particular have been extremely difficult as Panthers fans, and creating the type of content we enjoy has not been as exciting or enjoyable. The amount of time on Sundays that we spend away from our wives and young children has been difficult to justify. They're like, listen, and Perna's like, I'll be the first one to tell you, I'll spend time away from my wife and child. But if the Broncos are good, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But if they're the Panthers, I got to give up on this team completely.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That is.
Yeah. I had these thoughts when Case Keenum was my quarterback, when Joe Flacco was my quarterback, when the Broncos ruined Drew Lock. I've been down that road, man.
Hold on. This one, neither of us want to spend time talking about this organization.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Oh, God.
I feel for Panthers fans.
As someone and as Perna, who are diehard fans, right, who love our teams regardless, when to get to that point, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
that's freaking tough. So it's just about to end. Yeah, Panther. All right, so right this second, who do you think right now is because usually I wait until halfway through the season and I do the top 5 worst teams in the NFL.
Sure.
Who do you got as number 1 right now? Is it the Panthers? The Titans got to be.
No, I actually think it's Titans and Cincy, and then the Panthers.
Fighting for it.
The Titans are just bad on way too many levels.
They're pretty bad right now.
And
line's not good.
The Bengals, I think, are even worse than Tennessee, and I think we're going to see that over the course of time.
If you're going purely off of expectations, they have to be the worst possible outcome. Sure. I mean, it's pretty rough, man. It's pretty damn rough, especially because we were talking about this team being incredible. And again, they're missing their star quarterback, right? Like there's going to be some leeway there, but everything is bad.
Yeah, they can't do anything else.
They can't run the ball.
If you lose your quarterback, you should be able to do something else well. Bengals can't.
That 97 mil. There you go. There you go. What a stat. What a freaking stat, man. But yeah, Panthers are in and again, it's just for the Panthers fans, at least they have experience.
Yeah.
In the past few seasons, it has been this bad, right? There was a little bit of optimism out of the way that last season ended. Bryce Young was looking pretty good. Okay. Now that things are falling apart again, and again, we're just in week 5, maybe they could turn around. I don't have the most hope, but maybe.
Yeah.
They're just going to wind up doing like a complete reset, right? And they're just going to wind up, go drafting again. Their owner's always going to not be great. And that's just the way that's going to go. The Bengals, the amount of money that was poured into the season, the expectations into this season, the future of this team, especially on the defense when Trey Hendrickson's not going to be there, that's where things get real tough. Because that's not great. When you have those expectations that this is going to be a damn good team, Slim Jim, snap into one. That's where it gets rough.
Yeah, and even fully healthy, I didn't think the Bengals were going to be a good team. And then they started out 2-0 and like, all right.
Yeah.
But then old Joey B's foot got fucking severed by a defender.
We'll talk about it in a moment. There's a possibility the Saints beat the Giants this weekend. Like, I think that could be a close game. Spencer Rattler, he had like one game that didn't look great, but
the rat attack. It's okay. A rat attack. Ratatouille.
Yeah, that's and didn't Callahan come out and say like, oh, he's a young player, he's got to watch what he says? I don't know, man. If I'm Cam Ward, I'm like, no, this team's ass. Like if we're not even getting 100 passing yards, not 100 rushing yards, we're ass. Like just
I think Brian Callahan's thinking about his own ass there.
Uh-huh.
Oh fuck, my first overall pick quarterback just said my team is ass, and everybody knows I'm a big part of the problem right now.
I'm the reason.
Please don't say that, Cam. I need to keep my job. Callahan's getting fired. He's the most I'm getting fired coach.
Callahan's got to be
right
gone
now.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone. So I don't know.
Here's what's with the Titans too. Ward was only sacked twice last week, and he managed to somehow have his worst performance. I'm a little worried Cam Ward needs to be punched in the face to get his best outing at this point.
Maybe he's got that Saiyan blood in him, right? He's just gonna get stronger after he gets beat up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of pick'ems are already screwed from this one. 100%. This is I didn't think the Rams were gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. So hey, listen, also shout for the 49ers because they got rid of Jake Moody. And look at that. There's some clutch kicks in those games. So
hey, Panero, he doinked one in. Old Eddie P. So we both picked the Rams and got that wrong, huh?
Yep. This one is not the Vikings have so many people out. They are already in Europe, which I guess helps a little bit. Cleveland's offense, even with the Vikings having folks out, that Brian Flores defense, I imagine, is going to try and make Dylan Gabriel's life miserable.
Is Deshaun Watson traveling with the team? Do you think they'll let him through customs? I don't. I'm going to take Dylan Gabriel this week. I'm going to say there's a little spark here. A little spark for the Browns. I think the Vikings are a better team, but we saw what happened to Carson Wentz with the Steelers getting after him.
Mm-hmm.
And if they couldn't protect Wentz from the Steelers, they can't protect him from the Browns. I think it's an upset. And I think Dylan Gabriel, I don't even think Dylan Gabriel is going to be good. I think he's going to be better than Joe Flacco, though, just by being safe with the ball and getting the Browns into field goal range. That's all he's got to do.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This might be
funny. Why is that so funny, Johnny?
That might be a 6-3 game. It definitely could be.
I had to renew my passport because it expired. It happens. I got to renew my license because it's about to expire. It happens, Johnny. People get busy, okay, Johnny?
Are you going to have to do a driver's test again? Are you worried about the parallel
parking? I got to go in.
Aspect?
I got to freaking go in, which is annoying.
If you let it like super duper expire, right, and you got to take a driver's test again, are you going to use a sedan or are you going to use a truck just for the parallel parking part? Or which one are you? I'm just asking for.
I'm going to parallel park right on your face.
By the way, I say this and I'm just like, I'm still struggling with my CRV because I've never used a backup cam before. So like, it's like my Sonata, I was like, boom, 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 done, easy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what's a nice trick for the backup cam, Tom?
What's up?
Is to see how far you can park in a parking space. If you're backed into a parking space, you can go right up to that line. Be like, ooh, yeah, perfect.
Again, I don't use my backup cam. I've never used one before.
Yeah.
So it's a new experience for me. It's a whole new world. So I got a CRV before I came out to Green Bay because I had my Sonata. So that would have 169,000 miles on it. That was good.
Nice. Anybody taking the Raiders over the Colts at this point?
Yeah, I got the Colts. Genty could have a nice game again, though.
Yeah.
I just
let him stand up.
I just can't. I can't trust Geno at this point. I can't really trust the Raiders O-line at this point. And I imagine the Colts are going to be playing pretty angry. And I think A.D. Mitchell might never let go of the ball ever again. Like he might just hold on to it. He like catches even if it's a 3-yard pass and he just won't give the ball up. He's like,
what I hope happens?
He'll spot it himself.
I hope A.D. Mitchell catches one. He's flanked out. Jonathan Taylor's flanked out. They're running down the sideline together because they break free. They both grab onto the ball with one of their hands and they hold it together as they cross the goal line. That's what we need to see from the Colts. Also, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones. It is the year. It's the Renaissance for Joneses.
Jones and me.
Not for Smiths. You got two pedestrian last names, Jones, Smith. It's the year of the Joneses. Sorry, Geno. Raiders going to be 1-4. Colts are... Dude, the Colts hung with the Rams, too.
Mm-hmm.
The way the Colts lost to the Rams, the way the Rams lost to the Niners. So the question is, which team does that go to after this week?
Congrats. That's fair. That's a valid question.
Nice.
This is a tough game to pick, man. Like, I think the Saints are going to make this a game. I picked the Giants to win.
Sure.
I like their defensive line a bit more, but I don't know. Like, talk about the Saints 0-4. They're not an ass 0-4. Like, Saints Titans, I'm probably picking the Saints to win that game.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if Jackson Dart looks any better this week.
That's
if he throws any more effectively. I think when you lose a guy like Malik Neighbors in a game that's really difficult, at least now you can kind of game plan without him, which should help your young quarterback. But yeah, I'll roll with the Giants.
Their offensive line for the Giants is still terrible. Like, it is still bad. Like, Dart was getting beat up. But
how funny would it be for the Jets to get their first win over Scooter's Cowboys, Tom?
I would laugh, and then I would cry as a Packers fan.
Oh my God.
I would laugh very hard, and then I would openly weep.
The Jets are bad, but kind of like the Saints, they've been in these games.
Yeah.
I think the difference with the Jets is, one, I think you're like with Spencer Rattler, and he's not, like, again, he hasn't been great, but you're like, hey, he's playing better than I thought. Justin Fields is playing basically the way you thought Justin Fields would play. He makes a handful of splash plays, and then the rest of the time, it just feels like he's either holding on to the ball too long, or they're making a mistake, or the Jets penalties last week. I'm going to go get out Dallas, though.
Oh, I went down. I mean, it's being put in MetLife, but yeah,
God. Dak Prescott's
Dallas.
last game of the season.
Here, Perna, you let me know how you feel about this next game.
10%, you sons of bitches!
I'm surprised it's that. This could be a really low-scoring game.
Yeah, this game is... I mean, hey, Jalen Hurts ain't been lighting it up through the air. Again, my great fear, Tom, is Saquon Barkley has his breakout game for this season. I don't think we have the linebackers to stop him. We've got the defensive line. If Saquon can just get past the Broncos D-line, he's going to have some room to run. Okay? I feel that. And he has had a difficult time getting to that second level this season. So that's what I'm curious about with the Broncos defense. Other than that, I trust Denver's defense to keep them in this game.
The other side,
we can run the ball. We can run the ball now with J.K. Dobbins. We can run the ball. Will Sean Payton remember that? I don't know yet, Tom. I don't know. If the Broncos,
they got Devontae,
are bilingual this week.
Pero Bo Nix is especial con great play.
We're going to get mucho victory, pero Bo Nix. I feel like the Broncos, this is the week they figure it out. This is the week we turn it on. We're going to get an ugly, disgusting win. Yeah, maybe A.J. Brown legacy.
A.J. Brown goes off for 150 yards.
Yeah. I Philly's a good team. I do not like the Broncos to win this game. If I were trying to win my pick'em league, I would probably take the Eagles. This is last week. I'm just blindly picking Denver, no matter what.
I don't disagree with you about the defense, right? And especially with how the Eagles' offense has been playing, you're like, okay, going up against a solid defense will be an interesting game. I am very concerned about what that Philly defense is going to do to your offense.
Well, we'll see. I'm not too worried. You know who I'm worried about is Devontae Smith. I think we get Surtain on A.J. Brown most of the time. I think Devontae Smith is the mismatch. So
we'll see. We've been waiting. We'll see. Yeah, I got the Eagles winning this game. I do.
Look at this. Look at this Sophie's choice, Tom.
Yeah, this is you want to get kicked or punched in the groin. This is something. I picked the Dolphins to win because I have little faith in the Panthers. I have little faith in the Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, well, I was talking about this the other day. We'll see how he's going to do in Tyreek Hill's absence. They won that game. The Jets, they got a ton of flags thrown against them, and they still almost came back. But
yeah, I mean, I think this is, the Dolphins are a little bit better of a team.
This is the game of the week.
Yeah.
Good God, this is horrendous. Yeah, this is ugly.
And I think let's keep an eye on Malik Washington for the Dolphins.
I picked the Texans to win.
Oh, you done it.
If Lamar doesn't play, which It seems like that is likely, right? They have a bunch of folks injured. I do not trust the Texans offense still, but the pass rush and like the D-line for the Ravens hasn't been spectacular either. So if the Texans defense is able to hold off what the Ravens are doing on offense, if they are not utilizing Derrick Henry, I think the Texans can win. Now, what would make a lot of sense is they're running Derrick Henry 35 times.
Yeah.
We'll see if we actually get that.
You know what, Drake? If you guys start spamming Cam Newton's YouTube channel, telling him to come on GPS, maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll happen. I'm going to take the Ravens.
He's doubtful. Got it.
I get it. The Ravens are better than the Texans at this juncture.
I do too. But
I think by having Cooper Rush, they're going to have to run the ball. I think that's what they do well. I think that's going to be the difference here. I think CJ Stroud has not been playing well.
Nope.
So we'll see. It almost feels like the Ravens, by losing Lamar Jackson, have an opportunity to get back to what
Rush
is going to help them succeed. Will they do it? Will John Harbaugh and Todd Monken stop being fucking morons? I don't know. Tom.
That's a great question.
But it's like, sometimes I don't understand. And I think they're both good. I think Harbaugh's a good head coach. I think Todd and Lamar have found really nice chemistry together. Their offense has been better together. But then they just forget what their strength is and they get away from it.
The good thing is, though, is like they're historically, especially in big games, like they have never gotten away from the run game, right? They have never done that in an AFC championship game. They have never done that, when the lights are bright and just go, wait a minute, we actually have a really good ground game.
Yeah,
some are saying even the best in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I understand you're worried about Derrick Henry fumbling, but good God, man, you got to give him the ball.
Yeah.
You got to give him the ball.
I'm not that worried about it.
That calculus is good. Maybe when they were going undefeated for that little stretch a few years ago. Yeah, I got the Cardinals here beating the Titans.
Tom, I think we just settled the debate. Yeah. The Titans have 4% of the picks. Bengals have 3. Well,
I don't even know how they have 3.
They should have 3 against the Lions.
I don't even know how you have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals.
And the Cardinals, what, Trey Benson just went to IR too?
Yeah.
Like they're down bad. Actually, you know what? I think the Titans are terrible. This is my upset pick of the week. I'm making a video about the worst teams in the league. I'm spending some time talking about the Titans. And if I know anything about myself, as soon as I make a video about something and stand firm on a belief, the opposite happens. Go Titans for the upset. Cardinals, you're dead to me. Kyler, not effective. Marvin Harrison Jr. can't catch cold. Hold on.
I think the Cardinals defense will get after them.
Where is it?
Hey! What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Shots.
Explosive. There you go. This should be a close game.
Every time that I see that, it is the most cringeworthy, but it's excellent.
It is lovely.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I got the Cardinals winning this game.
That's the smart play.
This could be like a really sneaky good game. Bucky Irving, right? He's likely not going to wind up playing on Sunday. This could go either way. I picked the Buccaneers to win.
Really?
But if Seattle can get going, like I would not be surprised if the Seahawks win this game.
I think this should be flip-flopped. Seattle at home, I think they should have 62%. I mean, Seattle's played solid football, and they're getting a lot out of Sam Darnold.
Hey,
I am worried about the Bucs without Bucky Irving.
Mm-hmm. But
they have Rashad
White
White.
Against your word.
I know. I'm going to pick Buccaneers because the Seahawks are cursed.
That's right.
But I feel like the curse is not going to work this week.
No, there's a lot of Buccaneers players out right now.
Yeah, and I'm high on the Bucs when they got Sean Tucker behind White.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
49ers, again, they're a scrappy team, man. They got a great defense, too. Robert Sala's really turned that defense around.
was Jamel Dean hurt too?
There's a lot of their injury report is pretty.
Yeah, that's what I if the Bucs were healthy, I like it. But yeah, I think Seattle's going to upset them.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to pick against the curse.
Okay,
yeah.
I want to actually talk about this game for
let's
a hot second. Is there any 49ers got to win? A lot of folks not thinking that they were going to win last night. What would need to happen besides God literally coming down on the field and going, Bengals win? What do the Bengals actually need to do to beat the Detroit Lions?
I actually think there's an easy an easy path to victory for the Bengals. All right, so if you look at the Lions this season,
True, Craig.
all right, and you look at Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, if all of those guys are injured on the first play of the game,
okay,
then the Bengals can win.
That's the only shot you got.
Yes.
Because this has potential to be like real bad. Like beat the brakes off of them bad.
Yeah.
And in terms of, I think you could see a historic day from the Lions defense. I know they're banged up in the secondary, but that pass rush against that O-line, oh boy. It could get rough. I have no idea what the Bengals offense is going to do. I don't know if they're going to even be able to get after Jared Goff. This is going to be tough, man.
Yeah.
There needs to be divine intervention, I think, for the Bengals to win this game. And if the Bengals win this game, Bengals, what do you want? What do you want? I got you.
Yeah.
But
I don't think the Lions will set the record for most points scored in a game.
Hutch might have a day and a half.
Yeah. But that's mostly because I think with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, the Lions are going to be sending in Kyle Allen to clean up the rest of the game. We're going to get Kyle Allen. We're going to get some depth work for a lot of Lions players. Who's behind Jake Browning? Who's the Bengals backup to Jake?
I think they probably just retired. Whoever it was,
it's
like,
my man. It's Brett Rippin.
Oh, he's gonna Rippin.
Dude, I would put in Rippin at this point. Put Brett. If they play Brett Rippin, they might only lose by 20. Yeah, I mean it's NFL. Anything weird can happen. This is a nice bye week for the Lions.
Jaden Daniels expecting to play on Sunday. That's good. Chargers, I think, are going to be coming into this game quite peeved. I got the Chargers winning this game. I'm curious to see how Hampton's going to do after a really nice breakout game. Obviously, the offensive line woes you worry about. But the Commanders are still a big question mark, man. Obviously, they had Mariota, who went 1-1. But Daniel's first game back against a good defense, it's going to be, no scary Terry. I think that also makes a pretty significant difference. So I got the Chargers winning this.
I think you touched on it. I think we're going to see a lot of Omari and Hampton, and I think that'll be the difference in this game. I'm not rooting for Hampton because Denver could have had him.
Yeah.
But he's looking nice. He's looking nice. Damn, only 3% taking the Patriots?
So I didn't pick them. I think the Patriots have a shot here, man.
I think this is going to be a close game. This is the Bills' first real test since the Ravens.
Patriots, again, they beat the crap out of the Panthers and they made podcasters quit. But the Patriots, the protection's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Drake May's looking good. The Buffalo Bills secondary is suspect. I think that maybe this is a little bit of a closer game on Sunday. I still got Buffalo winning.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No, this is ridiculous.
I don't think it'll be a blowout.
It's sad what's happened to Patriots fans. Look at these cowards. Too scared to come in and pick their team. Fucking most cocky, annoying fan base for a decade.
I got to be honest. I like the Patriots' chances of beating the Bills higher than the the Bengals beating the Lions, and that's at 3%
yeah.
still.
Oh yeah. I think like the Patriots special teams has been very good. The Bills have played very well, but they have played against teams that I just don't think are on par with Buffalo.
2 decades.
Yeah. But like, I'm not like Bills run the ball extremely well. I think they lead the league right now in rushing yards.
Bills looking good on there. Yep.
When Josh Allen needs to play, Josh Allen just makes a play. I still believe Buffalo's better overall. But yeah, I would say Patriots a little disrespected here.
I think this has the potential to be a really good game on Monday night.
We went through this pretty efficiently, Tom.
You know why? Because there's bye weeks now, Brandon.
There's a couple games we don't have to redo her.
It's so nice. The Packers can't hurt me this week. It's going to be so
Jacksonville, don't say I didn't believe in you, mother lickers. Don't say it. Your offense, don't know what's going on. Passing game, dog shit. Don't know how to use Travis Hunter. I know that's true. But your defense can get after the quarterback. And I hope to God you give Patrick Mahomes the worst day of his night of his life. 10 sacks on Mahomes, Jacksonville. Don't let that sneaky dad bod slip out of your grips, okay? Upset. All underdogs this week.
Jaguars defense been pretty darn good.
Just kidding. I'm taking the Chiefs.
There you go. Travis Etienne looking really good. Trevor Lawrence. I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan. You do worry about their offense, and of course, the Chiefs do have a good defense. The reason I'm picking the Chiefs, though, is because Xavier Worthy really made that offense look better. It just opened up the playbook more. So I do have the Chiefs winning this game, but who knows, man? I'd be not insanely surprised if the Jaguars pulled out a close win, or this is a very close game.
Yeah,
but
Jacksonville got to run the ball to beat.
They got to run the ball. They got to have some things go right for them.
Yeah, because Trevor Lawrence throwing to Brian Thomas isn't working.
Travis Hunter, man, but this is the problem, right? And you mentioned this like earlier on before the season started. You're like, he's a good CB. Like they should just use him as a I don't think they're gonna be. He can't do both, man. He can't. You can't make him do it. So.
They need and Travis Etienne has been very good in Jacksonville so far. And I think they're gonna try to run, and they have run successfully this season. Chiefs defense it's always tough. Spags always coaches them well, but there's something cooking with Jacksonville, and I think an upset is a very real possibility. But it also feels like the Chiefs have kind of hit their groove. They found their groove.
No, I don't think I think our offensive line is injured and bad right now. But we just scored 40 points on Sunday. So I don't think
you like the 40-pointer.
And then also the Ravens one was off a lot of turnovers. And Joe Flacco is gifting them to the Lions. It was so nice. That's true. Taylor's wait, really?
What?
I know Taylor Swift came out with a new album. I don't know. You could lie to me. That could be true. I don't know.
Tay got a new album.
She does. Judkins, dude, he's been coming along these past. I drafted him in like every single league because he was available, and I was like, maybe.
You know what? This is how I went to because Jalen, I think it's the same team. Jalen Warren's hurt, right? And I bitched about that last week, me not knowing he was hurt. I was like, I'm gonna go try pick up Woody Marks from the Texans. I already had him on my roster. I'd already picked him up.
I don't know what they are right now. It's all good.
That's how little I remember about what I do on a week-to-week basis. So
that's fair.
He was on my bench with like 26 points. I was like, fuck. I was smart enough to grab him, but not smart enough to start him.
Wait, hold on. Now I need to hold on. Hold on. Taylor Swift sings about her sex life with Travis Kelce.
What?
Wait, that's real? Oh,
is the song called Finishes Too Quick?
It's called Wood.
What?
Wood?
It's called Wood?
It's called Wood. Forgive
Yeah,
me.
we all know Travis Kelce can lay the wood.
They called him a redwood tree. It ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
What the
Oh!
hell? Damn. Travis wrote those lyrics. You know it. He's like, come on, please put this in a song.
Tell everyone I have a big penis, please. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Never a doubt.
Yeah, it's not great, Kyle. It's not. They don't know how to, but they don't know how to utilize him. I think they're trying to be too cute.
Yeah, they keep his route tree's been limited. It's been shorter stuff. They're probably trying to keep him fresh. He's played more on defense. I think because I know Jacksonville has had an injury or two in their secondary, but like
I'm sorry. Are we gonna the redwood? Oh God.
What tree would mine be? Bonsai.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Maybe.
Beautiful. Not well. No, bonsais are well kempt. What do we got?
Oh boy. Yep. I don't know, man.
Weeping willow.
Beautiful trees.
Yes.
Beautiful trees.
Weeping willow.
My God. Okay. That was, well, I learned more about Travis Kelce than I could have ever.
Provocative. I like it. I actually respect Taylor more after that.
Hey, that's it.
I respect Kelce less.
That's fair.
He doesn't.
Perna.
He should have been born with a small wiener. That's for sure. What? What do I got coming out? We'll have our bad teams episode tomorrow because they're really bad. They're so bad. A cherry blossom.
How bad are they?
What's a more beautiful tree? A cherry blossom or a bonsai?
It's probably cherry blossom.
Yeah, well,
you know. So, Ox again. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. I think that the offense has enough firepower. I think their offensive line is not good. And when you had Mason Graham, who was getting pressure, was it like 43, 46% of the time? That's kind of a problem. So I think they just ran into a bad matchup with their offensive line against a good defense. And unfortunately, the Lions, they have a very good offensive line. And there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, I got an Amazon video coming out today about last night's game. So we'll have that. I got a prop for that. So very much looking forward to it. We got Friday night Q&A. Sunday, I still don't know what my streaming schedule is going to be. I'll be streaming the night game, but it might just be a very rare one stream day.
Nice. I'll be up. I got Eagles game in the morning, 11 a.m. First 11 a.m. game for the Broncos.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
It'll be nice since you're not streaming at the same time. More people will watch me.
Exactly.
So if you do decide to stream, don't do it in the morning. Okay.
I'm gonna stream I'm actually gonna stream the Broncos game.
You're gonna wait till my numbers peak and then you're gonna start streaming.
I'm gonna stream the Dolphins Panthers game.
That wouldn't be kind of fun though. That'd be fun.
Well, folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on Monday. I'll see you later tonight. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated.
And you reached your destination, McCorkle.